How important is the WNBA to you?
Very important. That's where I want to be. But, I have another year here and possibly one more after that just because of COVID. So probably will have to make a decision on that sometime next year. I really have no clue if what I'm going to do is stay for an extra year or leave after next year. But, I love watching the WNBA. I remember really vividly my dad taking me to my first ever WNBA game. Maya Moore was my favorite player growing up. She played for the Minnesota Lynx. So it was pretty convenient. That was only a 4 hour trip from, where I grew up. And I really remember, getting to watch her versus Sue Bird in the Seattle Storm. And that was like my first ever experience with the WNBA when I was really young.
Would you take a pay cut, though, if you go to the WNBA?
Not necessarily. I think that's what gets lost sometimes. I think people don't understand, NIL like is still kind of a thing when you get into, pro sports too. Like you still have all those endorsements, you still have, the sponsorships and whatnot. So you're basically just a professional athlete with that on top of it too. Which was so it's not really something that I would factor into my decision of staying or going too much.
But you
The
would you
load's
would
getting a little.
seriously consider staying 2 more years.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I think I just like love this place. I love getting to play in front of a sold out crowd every single night. I don't know. I love college basketball. I don't know. It would be hard to leave. I think what we've been able to build has been super special too. But more than anything, I love this program. I love getting to play for Coach Bluter. I love getting to play with my best friends, and they're not only my teammates, but I hang out with them every second off the court.
Hmm.
And it'd be really hard to leave that. Especially, when you can go to the WNBA even the year after that. But yeah, I mean, there's pros and cons to both sides. And I think, it's been hard for a lot of college athletes to decide what to do, just because, there are pros of staying in college, but also, your dream of reaching the next levels right there as well.
Yeah, but there's got to be a couple of players going, God, I hope that she doesn't stay an extra year so we can get some shots here.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a fair assessment. And, like we've had a couple players come back for like even their sixth year due to like injuries and things like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's been a whole different dynamic that, players have had to go through, but also coaches, like the uncertainty of your roster, and spots and who to recruit. Like it's been challenging and difficult. And then the transfer portal is a whole nother thing on top of that you're having to balance. So it's really added a whole nother element of, college basketball and, what it already is. So it's been kind of crazy to navigate.